recording. So, hello guys, welcome to a commentary. I am streaming this on Twitch as well, but obviously it's not going to be live for you guys, so you can check out the full Twitch if you want by going onto my Twitch. Just check my YouTube. But this is going to be a commentary Mythic Plus run. I got into a 50 necrotic, so it's a good dungeon to look at. It's a nice easy dungeon to run. Usually I am Necro. I'm going to show you my build. It's Bonesmith here. There is a gap where you're missing, but basically you run the left side. You go all the left side. You should have Magma Fist, and you should have Focus Lightning, and you should have Tumbling Waves. Apart from that, that's pretty much it. The legendary build I'm going to go Lava build, so I'm just going to change to my Lava gear. I'm just going to double check my gear before see if I've got I think I've got everything. That ring seems a bit dodgy. Do I replace that ring with Haste Mastery? It's got more Mastery. No, I'm gonna keep the build I am. I'm 271 geared. I've got my 4 set, and I'm all ready to go. My stats are 17 crit, 31 haste, 63 mastery, 7% first, and then I've got 5% leech and 3% speed. But that's the right there. Alright, it is necrotic, so I'm gonna start flying over. And you're probably wondering, why is he not recorded this when he's actually in the dungeon? It's because I'm streaming at the same time. But I will. This is just going to be intro, like in the YouTube. So I am gonna. You can skip it if you want. But yeah, my main build. Oh, it does help if I have. Make sure you've got your Fleshcraft and you've got your Primordial Wave. Because I change my covenants rather a lot. I'm very, very rarely always Necro. Because I'm a dirty Kyrian boy, guys. You know, anyone who's watched me, I'm a dirty Kyrian boy. I love the Vesper Totem. And usually, if I was going to go on Necrotic Wake, I would bring out the Vesper Totem. Because I fucking love it. It does amazing damage. And I've argued this with many a YouTuber and many a Discorder. I don't even think a Discord is a word, but it's being coined as a word. And it does damage. Just check out my videos. I've done a video of when to be Kyrian, and the damage the Vesper Totem can do at the end of a dungeon is absolutely insane. Necrolord does do more damage though, guys. Like, I'm not saying that Kyrian is better than Necrolord, because no. The haste buff you get from Necrolord is just sexy. But it's only a slight drop. It's only a very, very minimal drop, so just keep that in mind. It is viable, and I do like to play it now and then. Right, I'm being summoned, which is absolutely lovely. So, I've shown you my build, I've shown you what I'm running. I am going to commentary throughout this. If I do go quiet, it's mainly because I am concentrating. With this build, even though I've got the 4 set, this is a bit of a disclaimer straight away. Lava Lash is still your #1 priority. Even because your 4 set, it allows you to chain Storm Strike a hell of a lot. You will prioritize Lava Lash over Storm Strike 99.9999 100% of the time. You will never use it over Storm Strike. But saying that, sometimes you can have an imperfect rotation. And what I mean by an imperfect rotation is that sometimes you'll click stuff that you don't mean to do. I still do it now. Like, my rotations are not perfect. My DPS is not perfect. I will like to say that my trinkets, like this, File of Putrefaction is a beautiful trinket. Overcharged Enemy Battery is a good trinket, but there are better trinkets. Honestly, I am not running my best trinkets. And you can tell a Shaman when they're running the best trinkets, because they will do 2k over me. Because the trinkets are that fucking good. And it's that annoying that I can't bloody get them. Alright, so I'm going to ready up because I've eaten. I'm going to flask. I've eaten. I've put that on. And I'm going to... Ooh. Alright, so I'm ready to go. I'm not going to... Well, they can just kill them while I just bugger about a bit. But... I am not running the correct talents. Alright, so I'm glad I looked. The talent should be thus. wanna. They should do a cooldown when. Right, I've just been spamming them to telling them to wait. I have tomes, so I can. Right. So I want to go Lava Lash and Fire Nova. Whew, right. Disaster averted there. I shit myself because I had the wrong talents. And if you have the wrong talents, guys, it does bug you up. Especially this week. This is what you want to do. Lashing Flames, Hot Hands, Fire Nova, Spirit Wolf, Guardian's Wings, Elemental Spirits, Sundering. Right, okay. Whew, right. I shit myself then. Right, as he's starting up, depending on what the tank's doing, he might pull them and he might pull this and he might pull that front over there. That totally depends on what we are going to do. But basically, you just want to get a Lava Lash going. You want to put your Wind Fury totem down. You want to put your Health totem down because I just like it. You want to lob in a Sundering. Alright, here we go. Right, then Primordial Wave. I like to go Fire Nova before Primordial Wave. I go into it. There we go. We've got it spread. Primordial Wave again. And straight. Just keep popping them Fire Novas. There's no point in thinking. There's no point in doubling up on the Primordial Waves either, guys. It's better to wait until the buffer's gone. Which mine's gone and I've got it up for this class. He's after my spear, but it's mine. Primordial, there we go. I forgot to pop my wolves on the last pack. Which, you know, as I said, perfect rotation, guys, but usually you would put them wolves in the pack. There we go. Alright, I've got better things, because I've Primordial Waved, and we're going straight into the Fire Nova, and then straight into, again, as soon as your Lava Lash is up, guys, you will use it. As soon as your Fire Nova is up, you will use it. It's okay if you overcap a little bit on... Ooh, bollocks. Right, I just got unlucky because I got stunned, and he should have been stunned, so that death wasn't my fault. It was the bad group's problem. I'll just res. But you see there, I'm doing okay damage. So I'll run in here. Everything's dying pretty much. You want to be funneling off the Stitched Vanguard. I've got Fire Nova up again. Sundering again. I mean, this is just damage control now. Because obviously I died. And it's not the end of the world. But it does hinder the dippers. Because if you're dead, you can't dippers, guys. You can't dippers. He's pulled straight away. You want to get your fingies down. And you want to... There we go. Bit of a bloodlust. It's an easy boss, but you just want to get it down ASAP. I've pulled aggro. If you pull aggro, you get your Earth Elemental out. I use my trinket. I go back in. I'm using Lava Lash. And I'm spreading that fire down. Every time Lava Lash is up, guys, you click it. You click it. You click it, you click it. Every time Fire Nova's up, you click it. Even though it's a boss and you're probably thinking, but it doesn't do that much single target. And you're right, it doesn't. But you're going to click it anyway, because what's the point? It takes like a second to use, you know? And you will prioritise your Primordial Wave pretty much every time it's up. If you can get some spread, like I did, that's absolutely brilliant, because you gain more of an agility, but of a haste buff, which is absolute poggers, and it's nice. But, you know, this boss is, you pretty much go with your normal rotation now. You don't really need to. I'm going to pop my wolves because it's a boss and there's 24% left. If the boss was like 10%, then I probably wouldn't get the boss. Because I've moved, I'm putting Wind Fury Totem down again. I'm going to get out of the way of that guy. Because I don't know why he were hugging me. But then the Lava Lash just spread to the carrion and then use Lightning Bolt, so you spread it. And you get that lovely haste buff. Gain out of that if you can. And there you go. Boss dead. Now, usually the tank would have used this spear. But I always think, unless it's a 20 or like an 18 plus, there's just no point you're wasting it. So it does annoy me when tanks use it on that boss, because it's much beneficial to be used on the second boss or the third, you know. And guys, as a rule of thumb, never take haste. Never take the haste buff. It's absolutely fucking pointless. It's only useful if you have like warlocks in your group, which we don't. So I have no idea why people would take the haste buff and not the CD one, because the CD one, guys, is actually better. Oh, the tank's a bit mad because he's actually said focus air, which is the cooldown one, which is rightfully so to do, because the cooldown one is better for everyone. It's better for fucking everyone. Just trust me. I'm gonna get that because it's there. The tank's pretty moving a little bit quickly. Make sure you always use Lava Lash, guys. Like, I can't say this enough. Always use Lava Lash. If you're not using Lava Lash on cooldown, or are you even DPSing, bro? I'm going to use the wolves on this one because this is a bit of a pain in the ass. And I'm going to use my capacitor totem. Make sure you use your capacitor totem as well, guys. It is useful. I'm going to use one more Lava Lash to spread. And then I'm going to get that big haste for them 6+ targets. Straight in Lava Lash. Again, it's proccing with hot hands. I am just... And you can see, guys, that your damage just constantly gets bumped up. Like, even I'm overcapping with Maelstrom, but it's not the end of the world. You want to be prioritising spreading your stuff rather than spending your Maelstrom at times. Like, mid-fight, then yeah, by all means, spend your Maelstrom because it is damage. But at the start, I prioritise spreading my Flame Shocks and getting my haste windows ready with Primordial. Rather than, like now. There we go. Straight away. Straight away. It pays off. You can see it pays off. There we go. Got the haste window again. Now, I've got it again, but I'm going to save it, guys. I'm going to save it, because this pack's going to die and I won't get the best out of that haste. So I'm going to save this proc, even though I've got it, even though it was off cooldown by my conduit. Because there's just literally no point using it. My damage is pretty good. My damage will go lower, because the more we go on, the less good pulls that we get. Depending on this guy, if he's skipping, I think he is skipping, so you're using Invis Pop. I already have a spear, so I won't get that, and we can't get that hammer, which is a bit of annoying, because usually you would want both for the very last boss, because you can knock his shield off. Any times, guys, come on, let's get going. We've got a lot of druids in this group. Tank should face them away, which is nice. You prioritise your spreading of your flame shot. It's only 2 targets, so you can go straight into your spending of your Maelstrom. Again, I'm not going to waste my cooldown on these, but because they're dead already. We're going straight to there. I will start with Primordial Wave here, and I will spread it. I'm going to wait for another proc of Lava Lash. I've got it, and there we go. I'm going to go right into the Fire Nova. Primordial Wave again, because this main one's got to be priority. I'm going to focus on him. Capacitor Totem. And there we go. See that pull? That pull was nice. Like, you know, I mean, the monk really wasn't pumping anything, you know, so take that opportunity for you two. Right, we've got the, right, I'm just going to get the hammer here, because it's annoying me why no one's getting them. Right, there we go. Make sure your Wind Fury's down. I'm going to spend my thingies here, my Maelstrom, because they're going down pretty quick, and then I'm going to go Primordial Wave. Interrupt there. There we go. Right, I've got 10 Maelstrom, which is the... If this was a big pack, I'd be in the best position because I can just go straight into 2 Chain Lightnings back to back. That would be the best position, but because it's only 2, it's not really that good. Make sure you put Wind Fury Totem down again. I sometimes forget on certain packs, and it is reflected in my DPS now and then. Like when I'm absolutely shit hot at it, my damage is about 500k better. You know, but make sure you are putting it down. I'm not going to use Fire Nova because these are nearly dead, and there'd be just no point. I want it for this group. So yes, it is a little bit of padding, but you know, every little helps. He wants air killing, which is absolutely fine. I'm probably, depending on how fast this guy's going to go down, is depending or not I use wolves. That is because, you know, it totally depends. I have used Primordial Wave there. I'm going to wait until I get one more Lava Lash. There we go. So I've got the best out of it now. I've got the 60 Mastery, and I can just focus on chaining these out. Got Fire Nova there. I'm going to heal myself a little bit because I'm taking damage. And there we go. It's just about, like, you've just got to get used to, one, prioritizing Lava Lash. You know, you can see my Lava Lash damage is 91 cast compared to my Storm Strike, which is, wow, 91 cast. So they're actually both, and you can see the difference, guys. That's absolutely brilliant for the video. 91 cast of Lava Lash, 91 cast of Storm Strike, and Lava Lash is doing a shitload more damage. I am going to use my Trinket here. I'm going to use my Wolves. I'm going to start with a Flame Shock, and I'm going to go just a pad into straight away. I'm going to wait for another Lava Lash, and then I'm going to use it. Because I've got this up again, that's actually really, really good, because I'm going to use it on the ads. So I'm going to spread these from the ads. One more Lava Lash, and there we go. I've hit all the ads. I've got the maximum amount of haste from the Primordial Strikes, is which you want. And then I'm just going to absolutely funnel into this boss. Get out of the stuff. What? I have no idea. What the fuck? Right, I think this is like, I have no idea. Did we not kill the? Right, apparently we didn't kill the ads, like, so I'm just gonna put lol in the chat because what the fuck. We have a monk and we have a feral. I have no idea, like, why. I've no idea. I've no idea. You know. I mean, I've no idea. Again, this can be the problem sometimes, guys, with a melee focus. Like, I don't know what to say. Generally, I'm a bit like, we've got a druid, so he can bring them all in with his thing and stuff like that. I mean, I know I was focusing on the. I don't know. I mean, a bit more focus on the ads there, but I mean, as I said, you know, it's still timeable, and this is mainly going on rotation and commentary. So, I mean, I'm annoyed that I'm gonna have to upload this while this commentary. I would have preferred a smoother run, but yeah, there's not much. There's not much I can do about it. So I mean. I mean, you can see I'm topping at about 15k. It will go lower. It should go to. It will go to about like maybe 13, 12k, which, you know, as I said, some with trinkets and this pull obviously has dampened my DPS. So yeah. I mean, he's asking what you want. Just pull all the bloody ads into one area. Like, what do you mean? What do we want? Like, do what you normally do. Like, you know, pull all the ads in, kill them. It allows me to start again, so I'm going to go straight into the primordial and stuff like that, because them ads are up and it just allows me to. There we go. We have two. How have we ended up with two? I don't know what's happening. Did we end up with two cooldowns then? Like I'm generally right. We've killed all the ads, which is good. I'm gonna wait for my primordial. Wait to use your primordial, guys, on the next lot of ads, because you can gain more haste out of it. This fight is literally, it's such an easy fight. I don't know how we've fucking wiped in the bloody first place. Alright. He's gathering some ads there. Use feral again off cooldown. Alright, there we go. We spread it and we've got the haste. Because I've got it again, there's ads up. I'm going to go straight into primordial again, just to stack it. And well, it doesn't really stack, it just refreshes and stuff like that. So I mean, it's up to you how you guys want to use your primordial, but I tend to get the feel that if there's ads up and stuff like that, I can just quickly refresh the stacks. Then I can. If they're about to die, and then I know that there's going to be a bit of a big pull afterwards, then I save it. But topped off at 16k there, which is absolutely good damage. That is how it should have gone. I have no idea. Like, I've just no. I don't know how we didn't kill the ads. I'm a bit. I don't know. I think I'm just going to chalk that up to a bit of a group brain fart moment, because, yeah. Alright, these pulls can be quite nasty, and you will put with any big pull you will focus Fire Nova and Lava Lash to spread your stacks and refresh your stacks. Apart from that, that's all you can do. Tanks waiting 30 seconds, which is absolutely fine. We'll just bash this small lot of ads out. And I mean, with a small group like this, it's just like they're gonna die. So you just generate Maelstrom here. I didn't spend any generated for free. Starting with the wolves, starting with the primordial wave, just to get it going because he's a big ad. Going with the Fire Nova, going with the lightning bolt, chain lightning instead, and now I'm gonna go with the lightning bolt again with the Fire Nova, using trinkets and cooldown and damage mitigation, and I'm gonna heal myself. And I'm going to use the big one, because this is a scuffed fucking pull. Why would you do that? We need interrupts. Of course we need interrupts, but you're pulling fucking everything. You're a druid. You've got fucking free interrupts. Oh, I mean, he's even got his foresight. Like, I don't know. I mean, this is a terrible, terrible bloody video, and it's annoying the shit out of me to upload. I might even, do you know what? I might even forget uploading this and do another one, but then I feel like I'm being dishonest. Like even in crap groups, you know, and you can still do good damage. I mean, personally, with this, because it's this window, I personally won't do a big pull like this week. I mean, that's just me. I'm going to use my capacitor totem. I'm going to focus this guy straight into wolves, primordial. I'm going to go lightning bolt, not lightning bolt, chain lightning, interrupt that. Fire Nova, I've got one lower lava lash. Right there, that's to get the things. So you've got to be a bit tactical on when you use your fire nova, well, not the fire novas, your primordial waves, because that's where a lot of your DPS is actually going to come from. So yeah, it's worth being a little bit tactical and worth getting used to it. But apart from that, you know, just send out your spenders willy-nilly. Like, I'm gonna save my fire nova for this pull. I don't know why that overdude keeps dying. Just go. You don't need to fucking wait for him. The lazy twat can res downstairs. I'm getting a bit irate. I do apologise. I'm gonna cool it down actually. Alright, going with the primordial. Why would you pick that one? What is this group? I mean, I know I'm a part of this group, but like, oh, what even? What even? Right, tank, get aggro. Right, gonna use fire over there. Here we go. Alright, and then you can just spend these. Just, you know, don't need to bother. You would never get war up here. You just wouldn't. Prioritising him, using trinket and cooldowns, planting Wind Fury, going straight into the Fire Nova. It is better the more people have it. Alright, 6 people have that. I'm going to go to Primordial Wave and then Lava Bolt. Straight into the Fire Nova. Which you can tell the difference between 1 or 2 people having Flame Shock and then Fire Nova to having 6 people having it and then Fire Nova. Again, prioritize your Lava Lashes even over Spenders. And personally, I prioritize it. I prioritize my Fire Nova over Spenders as well, because then you know, it's just me personally. I think I get the best out of it because Fire Nova with there 165, where Chain Lightning is just gonna be a little bit lower. When this happens, you're just gonna switch them. Opening Primordial Wave there, and then here's a good thing where you can just literally. It doesn't really matter. You can use. I'm going to use wolves because these guys are a bit annoying, and you want them down ASAP. And every time you go a bit further, make sure you plant your Wind Fury Top. It's extra deeps for you and extra deeps for everyone else. So make sure you are en route to it. So I use a quick keybind macro, and the feral druid's got it, so you can go about. I mean, the heal is dead, which you can res. You go downstairs, so he's being a bit lazy. I'm saving Primordial Wave for the next group because I'll need it. So I'll probably end up doing about like 13k damage because of these. I wouldn't say bad pulls. I think as a group we're not doing very well. So I can't say it's like, oh, it's the group and, you know, like, oh, you know, they're absolutely terrible. No, I just think the group synergy is not very well. Like if you're in pre-mades, you won't have this issue and stuff like that. But that's all I'm going in. I'm going to heal myself there. I only ever use a heal one if I'm about to die. Because you got to think, well, that's the healer's job, and you know, like, yeah, you can make that healer's job easier, but then at the same time, it is their job to keep you up. Even though it is your job to stay out of damage, which you can do to the best of your ability. I'm going to put Capacitor Totem down there, get my wolves out, use my trinket just to speed this up because this pack hurts. I'm going to go spend all my spenders there. I'm going to save my Fire Nova and save my Primordial Wave. I'm just going to focus on absolutely getting them big 30k crits with my Lava Lash. This one I'm going to open with Primordial Wave because I've got 8 there. So open up with Primordial, straight into Lava Lash, straight into Fire Nova, and I'm going to just wait. No, I'm not. I'm going to go straight into it because I've tagged them all. And then I'm going to go bog standard rotation. So Fire Nova off cooldown, Chain Lightning, Storm Strike to generate spenders, Sundering, Fire Nova. And there we go, we're absolutely melting this down, like doing about 17k, reasonable. Like the druid's absolutely popping off, but that's just because he's using his cooldowns. You know, we did a respectable 15.2. It's absolutely fine. I'm going to Primordial Wave and use it because just to get the hittest raid off the bat, which is what you want to help you get this guy down ASAP, and just to help. Oh, the fuck did that miss then? I've no idea. I've no idea how it missed, but it did. Alright, we've got the thingy, we've got the trinket. Make sure you pop up. Right, I'm gonna, when he comes down, I'm gonna open up with Primordial. I'm gonna Bloodlust, Wolves, spread the thing with Lava Lash, and go straight and just keep churning out the Primordials because there's 3 big chunky guys here. Just literally, if you keep getting it, just yeah. Because what you want to do is every time you've got some big priority things here, you want to make sure you've got them. I would have thought that would have got him mid-jump. Sometimes you can get it, sometimes you can't. In this dungeon, it's not the end of the world. Use a Fire over there. Make sure Wind Fury's totem's down. I'm just going to do that. I mean, Stitch Flesh is nearly dead. I mean, because it's not Tyrannical week. Some bosses are just a given. It's just like you get given the kill, like literally. So you don't really have to worry about it. I mean, 18 deaths, we're still going to probably plus 2 it. Maybe plus 2, but it's a definite plus 1, which is absolutely fine. With this boss, because I've got these, I'm going to wait. But open up with a Primordial, get your Lava Lash straight away. Which, why isn't... Alright, for some reason it buggered up there. Which annoyed me, because ideally you would have had that. Right, there we go. I'm going to use Wolves to nip at their ankles. And when this is gone, I'm going to use Spear just to do a big chunk of his health. I'm going to use that, pop a cooldown. Wait till tank get aggro off me. Fire over and just sprint. And then it goes into bog standard single target rotation on bosses. It's pretty easy. I mean, you can, because there's another guy there. I will probably weave in some Fire Novas. But yeah, it's not the end of the world if you don't. I mean, I always weave them in because it's quite nice. And once you've killed the cooldown guy, it's every 3 seconds, which every 3 seconds for nice damage is pretty good. Normally you wouldn't like really do this massive dance. It's just I don't trust that tank, to be honest. Normally you would follow the route with the tank. You'd stand on the tank and whatnot. But again, like, this boss is going pretty well. It should be pretty down. You are just spamming the Lava Lash every time. Going into, I'm going to save the Primordial for when my my thing runs out. Bit of a sundering. Again, just prioritising. Every time that lava Lash is off cooldown, you use it. Because it's doing 169k compared to my 103 with my Storm Strike, so it's just easy. This I'm pretty fast, so I can just run the way through. We have to do it. Primordial Wave, just because I want this guy dead. Probably wasted it. Probably would have been better to save for the boss. But as I said then, like there, I wanted him dead. I wanted him dead. I want to go back up. So, yeah. And the boss is dead. So, it's, yeah, it's, there we go. Done and dusted. I am glad it was a +1. It was a very dirty +1. And by that I mean not the best group dynamic. But we can see we finished out at about 14.3. Now I am very confident that would have been 15 to 16, if we didn't die so much and we had to stop and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope that helped, and I hope you found that informative. As a little bit of a after comments, sorry, my nose is just really itchy. In terms of sorry, I've just got a message from my missus as well, so I'm gonna just quickly read this. But right, in terms of after comments, I hope you found it really good, and I hope it was useful. Now, the person that asked for this was Reese Lucas, so I hope you found them commentaries that are good. Useful. But in terms of comments, one. Just going to leave this group because I mean you guys can't see it, but the tank's not happy. He's like, we should have 2+'d it, and it's just like, well, sometimes you can have the best. Sometimes you can have like a really good group makeup. I personally think that makeup was really weak. But he had a feral druid, nothing against feral druids, and he had a monk. Like I'm like, enhancement shamans and monks are like this. Monks love enhancement shamans, and enhancement shamans love monks. But the feral druid would have been better if he was a hunter. But I mean, the feral did good damage, so it's not like that. Like the group damage wasn't shit. It was good. It was just I think lack of focus at times on even my part. I was just too much funneling the boss. To be honest, that second boss, I've never had to focus ads because usually the tank pulls them all in. He could do that with an interrupt, and then his vortex, so they all go to the boss, and it just allows everyone to focus the boss, and then just put AoE. So I've never really. That's only ever happened once, and I think the first time it happened, I was like just freshly 60. So yeah, no idea on that one. Shivers. But yeah, right. So the main priorities, as you saw, especially in M+, and we'll just click on overall damage, spreading the flame shock. Spread that flame shock. My casts are only 38. That's because I'm opening with Primordial Wave. I open with Primordial Wave if I have Maelstrom. If I do not have Maelstrom, I tend to only open Primordial Wave if I know that there's a lot of people there. But I very, very rarely open with Primordial Wave if I have 0 Maelstrom. That's because then it's just one less thing. It's like, I don't have to generate Maelstrom. I can just focus on spreading the Lava Lash. I can focus on my Lava Lash procs and spreading the Flame Shock. That is your main priority. That is where your damage is going to come from. The next thing is Fire Nova. Use it. Click it on cooldown. Like, there were times there where I didn't click it because I was purposely waiting for the next group, which is fine. That's just called prepping. You want to be prepping for the next group, especially if your group that you're on now is just about to die. There's no point getting a Fire Nova out that'll only do about 3,000 damage when you can save that Fire Nova for the next group when it's going to do like 20,000 damage. In terms of the whole ticks, because this number of hits, I think it can hit up to fire damage up to 6 targets within yards of your flame shot. But that's from one eruption. One eruption. Say if you've got 6 people with it and you use it, it's just going to explode, and that's what you want. So in terms of thing, it goes getting your flame shock on with primordial or whatever. Lava Lash that bad boy. Spread it, and then Fire Nova, and then use your Primordial Wave into, if you've not used it, you want to use it. If you have used it because you're prepped, you want to be using Lightning Bolt to get that nice taste. You can get up to 60%, which is ridiculous. Now, in terms of me, that puts me up to 90. With my Trinket, it puts me up to like 130, 120%. And with a Bloodlust, I'm sitting on about 200% mastery. You will melt everything, especially if it's a boss or if it's a trash pack. You will just melt it. There is a reason Enhancement Shamans are good at the minute. I mean, they've always been bloody good, so it's quite annoying that everyone's jumping on the fucking bandwagon. because you're making my life harder to get into keys. But that's here nor there. That's lovely. Right, so that's pretty much it. That's the be all and end all. That's the key. I've done some comments. You can see the damage. I should have done a little bit more in there, but because of the pulls and the deaths, it was down. I think I could have comfortably hit between 15.5. I think we could have. I think I could have stayed at 15.5 there. But 13.3k is not low DP. It's not even middle. It's probably middle high damage. You know, like the highs being about 16 to 17k. I have not seen a shaman hit higher than that. Like in the logs they have, but then you've got to look at the logs and they're getting PIs and shit like that. So that's I'm just kind of ignoring them. But yeah, right. So I'm gonna stop recording in a couple of seconds. But with my YouTube channel, guys, I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. Like and comment below. I can do more keys. I will probably do more keys, and I'll upload them and I'll do comments. Hopefully they're going to be better runs, because that run that were there were just shit, and honestly it's probably going to make me look bad. But in terms of being honest, I'm going to just upload it, because it shows, one, you can still dialogue and time it and get good DPS. But you know, right, so descriptions and everything are in my YouTube. Thank you, guys. Boom.